Deep in the silent void of space, an abandoned outpost floated, forgotten and forsaken. Once a hub of scientific discovery, it had become a breeding ground for unspeakable horrors. A salvage crew, searching for valuable relics, stumbled upon this forsaken place, unaware of the terrors that awaited them. The outpost, a hulking metal structure, loomed in the distance. Its once gleaming walls were now corroded and eerie, casting an unsettling shadow. The crew's spaceship docked with a mechanical thud, and they disembarked, equipped with flashlights and a sense of dread. Inside, the air was stale, and the faint echoes of long-lost voices seemed to linger in the stillness. Broken equipment and flickering, feeble lights were scattered everywhere. They ventured further, finding peculiar symbols etched on the walls, telling of an experiment gone terribly wrong. A soft, chilling whisper filled the air. It was barely audible, but it sent shivers down their spines. Ignoring their fear, they followed the eerie sound, winding through the dim, narrow passages. In a chamber, they discovered an old journal, its pages yellowed with time. The entries spoke of a desperate attempt to control a cosmic anomaly, leading to the emergence of monstrous creatures. The final entry was a plea for help, a plea that was never answered. As they continued, their flashlights flickered erratically, casting unsettling, dancing shadows. The whispers grew louder, distinct words and phrases mingling with the air. Then, the crew saw them, nightmarish shapes emerging from the darkness. These creatures had no faces, only writhing tendrils and gaping maws, wriggling in an unnatural dance. Panic gripped the crew as the monstrous beings drew nearer. Desperation took over, and they fled through the labyrinthine outpost. The creatures followed relentlessly, hissing and whispering their ominous intent. In their frantic escape, the crew stumbled upon a control room. They barricaded themselves inside and, with trembling hands, initiated the outpost's self-destruct sequence. The countdown began, and the monster's howls of rage echoed through the corridors. As the timer ticked away, the crew watched as the station's core grew unstable. The creatures outside the control room thrashed and screeched, their grotesque forms illuminated by dim emergency lights. Mary, one of the crew members, whispered in terror, "We should have never come here. This place is cursed." With mere seconds left, the crew rushed back to their spaceship. They disconnected from the doomed outpost just in time to witness a cataclysmic explosion. The nightmarish creatures and their whispers were consumed by the fiery inferno, vanishing in a brilliant flash. As the crew's spaceship sped away, they gasped for breath, relieved to escape the horrors they had encountered. The abandoned outpost, once a place of scientific inquiry, had transformed into a nightmarish realm of terror and despair. In the silence of space, they vowed never to speak of what they had witnessed, hoping that the monstrous abominations and their haunting whispers would forever remain buried in the depths of the cosmos. Haunted by their ordeal, the crew returned to their ship, haunted by whispers echoing in their minds. Unbeknownst to them, a single creature had survived, hitching a ride on their vessel. As they hurtled through the cosmos, a strange unease settled over the crew. Shadows danced in the corners of their vision, and the whispering continued. One by one, they succumbed to madness, tormented by the presence of the surviving monster. Paranoia consumed them, turning allies into enemies. In the end, their spacecraft drifted aimlessly through the infinite expanse, a vessel of the forsaken, lost to the void, and still the whispers persisted.